Hello, everyone. It's roughly noon here. Um, and today's just kind of a slow day. On Friday, I promised, I said that I would be playing more JRPGs this week. I put up a poll. Um, the result was ultimately Star Ocean: The Last Hope, which is a prequel to Star Ocean, which then got a sequel, Star Ocean 2, and Star Ocean 2 is one of my favorite JRPGs. So this game is kind of weird. It was released on the Xbox 360 originally, from what I understand, and as far as I'm aware, it's the only Star Ocean game to be released on the Xbox 360, and also really one of the highest selling Xbox 360 games in Japan, or at least that's what I've heard. I have no idea if any of these things are true, but that's simply what I've heard from other people, and I don't know. That seems just kind of interesting to me. The idea of playing a JRPG built for a console that I don't have and have never owned. And also just the idea of like Star Ocean spontaneously having an Xbox 360 game that coincidentally is also the like chronologically first game in the series. It's really strange. So we're going to experience this game together. I've heard, again, I've heard whispers on the wind that it is not as good as Star Ocean 2. But I've also heard people say that they really like this game sort of all on its own. In terms of regular stream stuff, this is obviously my first stream this week, but in the future, I'd like to do more streams, but also shorter streams. Previously, my streams have tended to be about 4 to 5 hours long, and I was trying to hold myself to the standard that I would stream 5 times a week for basically 25 hours a week. And looking at what other streamers have done, streamers that are far more popular than I, and seeing them play games for 1 hour, 2 hours, an hour and a half, it makes a lot more sense that they're able to stream much more consistently. And I'm not saying that I'm going to start doing that immediately. This is still probably going to be a nice, long, slow burn stream where we get started with the opening of the game and we sit down and we just sort of play it for a while. But I also think that in the future, if I'm streaming something shorter, I don't think I want the stream to be 5 hours long for the sake of having a stream that is 5 hours long. And I'm also, I mean, this is what happened basically with the Friday stream. It was 5 hours long and we played 3 separate games for the length of what would normally be a standard stream. So I think I'm going to stop doing stuff like that. And instead, if I'm playing a game and I'm done in an hour and a half, then the stream ends after an hour and a half. If I'm playing a game and we play it for 5 hours, the stream ends after 5 hours. I'm going to be a lot more lenient with myself in the stream timing, is basically what I'm trying to say. Other things, let's see. I haven't updated the stream rules. I haven't changed my schedule really, though I am streaming early today. But since I am now posting about my streams on my Twitter and the Discord that I'm in, I think that there's enough sort of like, how do I phrase this? When I first started streaming, I would never announce it. I would just do it. I would just start streaming. And then, of course, no one showed up because no one would know that I was streaming. I would just say, hey, I'm streaming. And then at the end of my stream, I would announce when my next stream was going to be. So it was this weird like chain where in order to tell when I was going to stream, you would have to watch the end of the previous stream. And that was really silly. So I've been trying to be much more careful about announcing every single stream. In the future, I'm going to start announcing streams even further beforehand. So like every night, if I'm not streaming that night, I'll announce the stream that I may be doing the next day. And then if I'm streaming at night, then during the day, I'll announce the stream that I will hypothetically be doing for that evening. And I think that that's going to work a lot better, you know, give people like a 3-hour, 5-hour like heads up. Like, hey, I'm going to be streaming tomorrow at this time for this rough period of time playing this game. And I don't know. I just think that's going to work a lot better. What else? I've said a lot this stream. But I think that's everything I have to cover in terms of stream information. Just generally trying to streamline how I approach like the structure of streaming, because for a really long time I've never structured it at all, and obviously that doesn't seem to be working. I don't think I can stream, for instance, for the same period of time that I can just play a game, which is something that I didn't understand for like, because I made this stream, 5 years ago, and the number of hiatuses I've had is staggering. Like, I have taken year-long hiatuses. I've taken 3 or 4 year-long hiatuses, because I will come off of a hiatus or I'll come off of a break and I'll stream until I'm burnt out again in the same sitting. So just that experience of like, all right, I'm finally back, guys. I'm gonna make a good stream and I'm gonna get tons of views and I'm gonna be so cool. And then I stream for like 40 hours in a single week and I just can't do it. And then the very next week I'm like, all right, guys, I'm going back on break. I'm hoping that that's not going to happen anymore with this new sort of strategy. All right, I know that was boring or not. Maybe it was really interesting. I have no idea. But whether it was boring or interesting, that's fine. The segment is now over. It's been 12 minutes. Thank you all for joining me on Rowan talks about her streaming process for no reason. Now we can actually talk about the game. Let me switch cameras there. Yay, the game. So Star Ocean: The Last Hope, I was thinking it was going to be a lot like Star Ocean 2. It's not, by the way. It's really, really not. This game, I mean, just looking at it, it looks so much newer. I mean, I haven't shown footage of Star Ocean 2, so maybe you have no idea what I'm talking about. But Star Ocean 2, which is the game that I know this series from, also flashing lights warning. Star Ocean 2, the game that I know this series from, is really old apparently. And I was playing like the PSP remake of it because I didn't know any better. So I thought, okay, yeah, Star Ocean is like it's a game where you play as 2D sprites in a Tales of like action JRPG combat system. And that's what it is. And it's got really interesting story and characters, and it takes place in a science fantasy universe. And then I come over to this game, and it is pretty much entirely science fiction. Like, I haven't seen a single fantasy element to it at all yet. It's a prequel to the series. So it takes place like right when humanity is first going into space after Earth experiences total thermonuclear war. We have, frankly, okay graphics. You know, it's Xbox 360. I don't have a big standard for what Xbox 360 games are supposed to look like, but this is the remaster, and it doesn't look great. Like, it looks okay. But when we get to like the actual game footage that's not a cutscene, it's a bit crunchy. The hair in particular looks kind of weird, and there's some odd shaders that like kind of work, but there's all sorts of strangeness. I'm gonna mute the game now, so hopefully. Oh, that's pretty loud. I'm gonna turn it down just a little. Boop. All right. Audio test. There. That should give you a pretty good idea of what the audio is going to be like. Oh, so last night, this game. First of all, I have to talk about this. The game is 50 gigabytes on my hard drive. So my goal is to beat this fucking game as fast as possible, so that I can install other games on my hard drive again. Number 2, last night I started this game up to make sure it worked. This game is notorious on Steam for having issues with monitors that are higher than 60 hertz refresh rate. I think this monitor is 60 hertz refresh rate, but I didn't know for sure, so I had to test it, and everything seems to be working just fine. So I was thinking, great, that's excellent. I also very spontaneously decided that I do not want the English dub, because it was really stilted and weird. And this game uses a lot of mocap. You'll be able to tell right away that they use a lot of mocap. So when they did the voiceover for the dub, a lot of the movements don't match up to the cadence of what they're saying, if that makes sense. So a character will be like doing a motion that's like really agitated, but they'll be talking super calmly, or they'll be yelling while standing perfectly still. It's that sort of thing where you can really tell that the dub was recorded in a booth, and for lack of a better term, the sub was really like put in more naturally, is what I was going to say. So I played it last night. I played it for a bit last night. I sat down, I launched the game, I went through the entire tutorial so that I know how the combat system works and I don't have to waste half an hour sitting through the tutorial. And I realized, holy shit, this game is weird. It does not play like any game that I've ever played before. It's also, like, we played Shining Resonance Refrain for a while. Shining Resonance Refrain was bad, but it was funny. This is like sort of the opposite of that, where it's like, I don't know how to describe it, but we're about to get into it, so you'll see what I'm talking about. It's like an inherently interesting premise that then has really kooky characters that sort of ruin the premise. Whereas Shining Resonance had a really nonsensical premise and then like super down to earth characters that didn't like crack jokes or anything. And that was really boring. So I'm hoping that in contrast, this will be really exciting. But I have no guarantees. All right. Unfortunately, for my horrible tendency to pick high difficulties, or maybe fortunately, I can only pick normal difficulty right now. I can't pick universe level or chaos level. It's still a little bit loud. Why would you quiet down there, buddy? There you go. Cutscene time.
西暦2064年地球は死にかけた世界共和国連邦と対立する諸国の衝突により第三次世界大戦が勃発惜しみなく投入された大量破壊兵器は瞬く間に大地を焼き尽くし人々に世界の終末を予感させた事態を重く見た両陣営はわずか2週間で停戦協定を締結しかし戦争が終わってもその傷跡は消えない環境の悪化に伴い人口は大幅に減少した生き残った人々もまた地下都市で幽閉された生活を送っている
World Republic Federation. They really liked their acronyms in this. There's like maybe 8 acronyms, and they're all different things.
新天地を求めたのである。そして2087年宇宙歴元年トリラス博士によるワープドライブ実験成功により人類の夢は現実味を帯びた。
Can I just say that I love the cutscene of like the mission going right and all the scientists like popping off in the mission control, because that is so realistic from like what I've seen of scientists in that they're like super quiet and then as soon as like this thing succeeds they like go absolute ham. All right, here we go.
まあ演説の内容なんてこんなもんだろうな。よいせ。さてとそろそろ
Snap snack.
エッチもうやっぱりここにいたのね。
So immediately this game is weird because the protagonist's name is Edge, but everyone pronounces his name like Etchy, which just makes the whole thing awkward.
僕がいなくなるとすぐ泣くものだから、かくれんぼも鬼ごっこも勝負にならなかったし。
子供の頃の話でしょ。いつまでもそんな話を引っ張らないで。
向きになるところがまた子供っぽいな。
Also, Raimi says trans rights.
じゃあ発進準備まで少し時間があるな。バトルシミュレーターで体をほぐしておくよ。
ちょっとエッチ、出航式わざとサボったのね。
ああ、せっかく本物の英雄に会えると思ったのに。ケニー司令ならともかく島田の挨拶なんか 聞いてて眠いだけだよ。
島田 USDA 副長官でしょ。
USDA 副長官でしょ。
見たくない。なんか腹立つんだよ。
どっちが子供なんだか。それじゃあ発進準備には絶対遅れないでね。
So I've already done all this. I'm just gonna skip it. All you need to know about the combat system is that it's really fucking weird. Like, you can jump during battle, but you have to hold down a button and then tilt the stick to jump. And then you can jump cancel. So, like, the B button is your guard, your dodge, your jump, and your parry. Also, Shimada is, like, a word for the worst facial hair I think, in this game, in terms of just graphical quality. Because Kenny over here, his fucking mustache and beard is a little crunchy, but it's okay. Shimada looks like his mustache is freezer burned. Love it when one button does everything, so it never does what you need to at the moment. It's worse than that, don't worry. The B button entirely revolves around holding it down and then either releasing it or tilting the stick at specific times. It's worse than context sensitive. It is context sensitive and input sensitive and timing sensitive. It is awful, but it's okay. Shimada's mustache is so bad. It looks like the pixels are trying to leave. Also, there is a fat person in this video game, and so he is evil. Of course. Also, he, like, comically does not fit in his uniform. Which seems weird. Because, like, it's a uniform. They should be tailored.
大方そういったところでしょう。
どうでもよいことだよ。形式など関係ない。私たちはここで彼らの旅立ちを祝おうじゃないか。
I do like the little world building detail that Shimada's like entire pocket is covered in war medals, and then Kenny, who is supposed to be like the more humble, down-to-earth guy who doesn't go after promotions, has far less medals, but is much more, like, poised and dignified. Welcome to gameplay. Aren't our protagonists supposed to be part of this organization? Why aren't we in uniform? We sort of are in uniform, but we also have to be JRPG protagonists. So everyone else is going to be wearing a really specific uniform, and we're going to be wearing, like, sort of that uniform, but, like, altered in some way so that we're immediately distinct visually. Also, basically, this game controls very oddly. Like, as you can see, you can make the character run backwards just by rotating the stick. So there's like a rotation axis, and the character can only turn so hard, and the camera moves very slowly. Also, we have a run button, but it does this. That is, it only goes for that distance. You cannot run further than that. And if you just mash it, it's really weird. So let's talk to people. So yeah, this is the actual SRF uniform. It's like blue, and it has the leggy bits, it has the shirt bit, and then like the shoulder pads and the arm bit. And so our protagonist is like mostly that, but he's missing the arms, and his suit is orange. So like logically, he's a person on the ship who has like a higher position, you know, like he's a different, this is his like spacesuit for, not like his literal spacesuit because he's not moonwalking, but this is like his on the ship uniform for, I don't know, like whatever position he may have. He's like, I think he's like the pilot basically, or he's like in control of the engines from what I understand. And then trans rights girl, whose name that I have already forgotten, Raimi, I think, is like the navigator position. So it's supposed to be sort of like the hotshot pilot and the calm, cool, collected navigator archetypes. I completely forgot what this guy said also. It's almost time for departure. Guess we'll be saying goodbye to the moon base for a little while, huh? Can't tell if it's supposed to be designed to be paired with a helmet and therefore be vacuum sealed. From what I understand, we're immediately going to go to a place where we have breathable air. So I don't think that's ever going to come up. But there are people wearing the standard uniform who have helmets. They're just not, like this guy his suit is very clearly supposed to have a helmet because it has the thing that like goes up his neck so that it helps with the airtight seal. But I don't think Edge is ever supposed to, like, really leave the ship. He's just vibing. He's just the pilot. But I'm assuming he has a separate space suit. How are you? Man, the girl up ahead, she's something else. Just thinking about her gets my heart racing. Okay. Well, I will report you to HR. You are already thinking about this far too hard because this game is going to immediately and permanently disappoint you. It's about time, Edge. You're late. Are you ready to begin the launch sequence? We can start.
なんだ？うわ！
大成功！いや、初めましてだね、少年。いや、名前は知ってるけど、なんとなく気分で。てなわけで、USTA 本部からこんにちは。
I can hear Don furiously typing.
ちょっぴしシャイな女の子さ。君たちを地球からサポートするからね。なわけで、よろしく。ウィー。
はあ。
どうしたエッジ？何をポカーンとしてるんだ？
Edge looks so genuinely upset.
いいよね、決めた。
ああ、いや。
なんだよ、煮え切らないな。
He's immediately tired.
届かないけど。
あ、ちょっと。各機には本部からサポートがつくとは聞いていたけど、まさか僕たちの担当が。
へへ、こんな美人なお姉さんでびっくりしたか。まあ改めてよろしく。地獄の底までついてくぜ。
いや、旅立ち前にそんな不吉なことを言われ。
大丈夫大丈夫。最初の目的地の惑星エイオスだっけ？危険な大型生物は確認されてないって事前に飛んでった無人探査艇の調べで分かってるし、だからまあ当たって砕けろ。
本当にサポートする気があるんですか？
ああ、敬語とか使わなくていいよ。長い付き合いになるし気楽に行っちゃおう。あ、君に通信だ。てなわけでラブトークは中断。じゃあまた後でよろしく。
Ah!
よ、エッジ。
She's supposed to be like in her 30s.
おい、エッジ。
Because she refers to herself as a Bijin no One-san.
それとも平隊員に何かご用ですか？ SRF スペースシップ1号機アキュラ。
Also, this is the crow that was mentioned previously. He's a captain, so above Edge's position, but on one of the other SRF ships. We are on SRF 003.
お前は時々本当に困ったちゃんだよな。
ほっとけ。
I love how bitchy Edge is during the start of the game. He's surrounded by all these like wacky people and he's just tired.
その泣き真似はやめろ。妙にムカつくから。
はいはい。
なあエッジ、俺が船長になったことそんなに気に入らないのか？
そんなことないさ。クロウが船長に選ばれたのは当然のことだと思う。
Of course, now that the cutscenes are over, I can turn the game audio
また
up.
お前との差が開いたからさ。
まったくスクールやアカデミーの頃からお前は全然変わらないな。お前が思うほど俺たちに差なんかないぜ。だからそう急ぐなよ。
もう切るぞ。
待てって。お前も分かってるだろ。俺たち SRF の役割が
Okay, now imagine this kid who sounds fairly normal
責任の重さに変わりはない。
being voiced over by like
俺もお前と同じだ。
an American man in his 30s clearly trying to sound cool. And that's what the English dub is like. So you can see why I didn't pick it.
まあなんだ。つまりあれだ。お互い頑張ろうぜ。
ああ、そうだな。
よし。言いたかったのはそれだけだ。そろそろ時間だな。ボンボヤージ。
Bon voyage.
何がボンボヤージだよ。行き先は一緒じゃないか。けどまあ、いつまでも腐ってるわけにはいかないよな。それじゃ一丁頑張るとしますか。
総員配置についているな。
Funny you mentioned that.
3号機カルナス。
Also, this guy and his fucking facial hair. Still a significant improvement over Shimada.
間もなくですね。
ああ、間もなくだ。人類の未来を託された子供たち。そう、フォーチュンベイビーの旅立ちだ。
Also, I love these characters. So, like the characters that we are, rather, like the people on the SRF force on these ships, are called the Seeds of Hope in the subtitles. But you can really clearly, in English, hear Kenny call them the Fortune Babies, which I think is really funny.
今こそ新たな一歩を踏み出す時だ。
Like he's literally just standing there, and where he would say Seeds of Hope, he says, Fortune the Babies. Like, I'm really glad they changed it. Like, I could just imagine someone on the writing staff like, how about the Fortune Babies? You know, because they're kids, and they're going to bring fortune to mankind. And it, like, probably makes a lot more sense, like, in the context of the Japanese dub. But no, it's really bad.
1号機アキラの発信確認。2号機バレーナ発信シーケンスに異常なし。
Oh no, my crunching,
発信確認。
my ice crunching waves have come up on the mic. Oh no.
了解。カルナス発進します。
Wee. They're magic engines. Be nice to the bad sci-fi franchise. They're not actually magic engines, don't listen to me. Meanwhile, in the pit.
ワープアウトまで120秒。
重力バランスおよび機体ともに異常ありません。
総員ワープアウトに備えよ
いよいよ栄養星到着か。最初の一歩を踏みしめるのは絶対僕だ。
エッジってば本当に子供みたい。
初めの一歩は男にとっての勲章なんだ。
エッジ、ワープアウト後の機体制御には気をつけてね。
ナチュラルにスルーするなよ。
These chairs rotate and make such a loud fucking noise. Oh, hey, look, a rock.
重力バレーダーに反応あり。隕石と思われる物体が当船団の予定進路を通過します。ですが距離からして重力波の干渉は確認できません。
隕石
It's a really funky meteor, too. It's like see-through and janky.
未確認物体通過したようです。重力波にわずかな振幅が発生しています。
重力場に影響するほどの隕石っておかしくない？
カルナス、ワープアウトに入ります。ワープアウトまであと10秒。9、8、7、6。
なんだ？
どうなっている？状況を報告しろ。
ワームホール内の空間に揺らぎが発生。
I'm hitting buttons as fast as I can, sir.
その影響で亜空間航行トレーサーに誤差。
ダメです。回避できません。
何？
船長、重
何？
力波がワームホール内に干渉してきます。それにより予定アウトポイントが消失。
Yeah, you never want to get lost in the middle of warp space. That's always a bad thing to happen.
亜空間内では確認できません。
新たな座標軸を設定せよ。これより本船は緊急ワープアウトを実行する。
レイミ、3番と5番、9番はこっちでやる。残りは任せた。
座標軸設定完了。
I'll just say it, it's really nice to have a protagonist that's actually qualified to do literally
緊急
anything.
ワープアウト。総員衝撃に備えろ。
Alright, just gotta land this thing real careful. And this exact moment is officially where I stopped, so it's all new territory from here.
不時着したのか。
Imagine not having fucking seatbelts. Like Edge just gets launched out the front windshield.
どこだ？
And now the real Star Ocean begins. We're on just a regular old earthy type planet with weird shit on it. And we're just gonna have to deal with that. Any landing you can walk away from? It's true. Unfortunately, I would imagine most of the crew is like actually dead. Like Like, of course Raimi's gonna be okay because we need a party member, but... Oh, okay, Van's okay. Bowles? Bowles is okay. He's knocked out, but I don't think he's hurt. Thank goodness. Okay, never mind. Everyone's fucking fine. The captain is okay. Everyone's okay. Nice landing, Edge. You did a good job.
レイミしっかりしろレイミ
皆無事で何よりだ。
Thank God we're all safe.
深刻な負傷者が出なかったことは不幸中の幸いだろう。早速だが今後の方針を通達。
You're thinking too hard. You're thinking too hard. Stop it. This isn't a game that you can think about or it all falls apart. We're gonna have a funny, spunky sci-fi adventure on an alien planet and you're gonna like it!
先を続けてくれ。
不時着したのは我々だけではありません。共にワープ以上に遭遇したと思われる残りの船も確認しました。これがカルナス。バレーナとダンデリオン。
Oh, they managed to crash in the ocean like Smarty Pants is. This is the planet that we were trying to go to, which is why we know it's safe to like leave. But it is not good that every single ship we sent like fucking exploded. Easy there, Tiger. You're getting ahead of yourself.
修理班は空間通信機能の回復を急務としてほしい。連絡手段が復活しないことにはどうにもならない。可能な限り修理を急がせてくれ。
Just relax for a while. Leave the paragraphs behind. It's okay.
君にはカルナス周辺の安全確認と調査に当たって。
There. See?
了解。
We have a good JRPG protagonist. Everyone else is wearing space helmets? Okay, never mind. This is Eos, the start of a new chapter in human history. We get to ruin this planet too. Well, we better get this show on the road. I have oh my god, the camera zooms so fucking far out. I can see. I can fight. What's this? Oh, they're blueberries. You know, blueberries, that thing that we have on this alien planet. I guess they're supposed to be berries that are blue, but looks like the colonists got by pretty well. Ah, by the way, why don't you take this with you just in case? Sniper's bangle. Man, this is one hell of a wreck, but I guess I should just be happy I'm alive, eh? Huh? You're from the Calnus crew? Glad you guys made it through okay, too. Why has my character stopped running? Oh, it was the R button. I see. I want the camera to stop. You alright, Edge? Keep your guard up, okay? I'm not sure we're quite out of this yet. Hey, it's good to see you safe. The Balena and the Dantelian are both in a world of hurt right now. Their crews made it through, but both of their captains are gone. Shit. Sheesh, never thought I'd have to use one of these outside the shop. Huh? This is a workman's blade. It's got these high-frequency waves running through it to keep it sharp. Hang on. Don't tell me you didn't actually know that already. Never mind, our protagonist is still dumb as a brick. Just like always. Oh, I can't move the camera, or I can't move the map. That's not good. Checking content. Here we go. We get to save. Hooray! Oh, there's more items over here. Give me your blueberries. These are blackberries. We got XP for doing that. Holy shit, camera. There's gotta be a way to manipulate the camera somehow. Oh. Insect egg. I guess they could have zoomed out the camera so that you can see better on a 4K monitor. But that seems silly, even if this is the 4K and HD remaster. Well, I stepped out and took a look. What happens if I go back in the ship? Oh, I'm stuck. Oh wait, this is in the meeting room. Eh. Well, everyone's here. Rendezvous with the Balena and Dentelian crews and work with them to explore. Well, that's what I was doing, boss. Sure. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I have to leave this way. Okay. Anything back here? Nope. Oh hey, it's the other side of this wreckage that the guys are working on. Ooh, camera. Camera! Oh, I have to talk to Raimi again.
カルナス、よく頑張ってくれたな。
うん。クロウさんも大丈夫だよね。
ああ。あいつがそう簡単にくたばる玉か？
そうね。きっと無事よね。
それより状況はどんな感じだった？
無人探査艇の事前報告の通りよ。この大陸の環境は人類の居住に何ら問題なし。シダやソテツといった原始裸子植物が多く、気候は亜熱帯風で、地球で言えばジュラ紀っぽい感じかな。
ジュラ紀ね。恐竜とかいたりしないよな。
まさか。探査報告では大型生物の存在は確認されていないわ。
And dinosaur in 3, 2, 1.
レイミ
なんなのこれ。
It's a giant insectoid.
嘘。
なんだ。おい、攻撃しろ。
レールガンが効かない。
Yeah, you need to get a protagonist sword.
レイミー、カルナスに戻って応援を呼んできてくれ。いいから走れ。
So this is gonna be the excuse for why none of the characters use, like, guns in this universe with guns and instead use JRPG weapons. Get it, boy. Get the sword. Get the sword. The game really wants you to know that he has a sword. Because this is the moment where he becomes a Star Ocean protagonist. Oh! He's like 5 feet away.
無敵ってわけじゃなさそうだ。だとしたらやれるか。さあ、勝負はこれからだ。よし。
Alright, check out this battle system. Well, this is just a regular, like, it's like a knife for cutting metal for the engineers. So the tattoo is coming from him. Okay, I had to hit a button. I was worried about how I was just holding on the protagonist's face for a really long time. And now we have a real JRPG protagonist. He has a sword. He has a glowy thing on his hand. There's something special about Edge specifically that is going to make him the only person who can fight the monsters properly. And it probably has something to do with magic, which I know is an element in the Star Ocean universe because of Star Ocean 2, but I don't think humanity has been introduced to it yet. They must have detected. I love that Michael, while dying, is like giving us a quick lore dump to justify the force fields. They detected the electromagnetic waves from our railguns when we fired. They've got shields that block them. Unless we replace everything with old-style weapons, we'll never be able to drive them back. Thanks, Michael. I appreciate your dedication to keeping the suspension of disbelief. Me? Oh, I'm alright. It'll take more than that to knock me off. You better go check with Captain Grafton. We've got things under control out here. Well, remember, in this universe where magic exists, the bugs probably just have magic force fields. Alright, I have to go into the room to talk to the captain.
なあ、いつまで怒ってるんだよ。
エッチのバカ、無茶しないでって言ったのに、絶対許さないんだから。
ですから先ほどから申し上げている。あのような危険極まる生物がいるとは聞いていない。
移住環境に関する安全の確保と脅威の排除。
Oh.
それもまた。
Shimada knew about the giant insects.
軍に協力を要請し武装を強化する他に
バカを言うな。今さら連中にシャシャリ出られてたまるものか。
人が死んでるんだぞ。
エッジ、
我々に必要なのは結果だ。危険も犠牲も一つの過程に過ぎん。まして君たちの泣き言に耳を貸す暇などないのだよ。とはいえ口先だけの非常な上官と思われるのも心外だからな。すでに彼らとコンタクトを取っている。
We are
というともしや
a combination of every space program that has ever been launched on Earth under a new acronym.
SRF としての任務を遂行せよ。
And we are that organization. Basically, we're NASA, but the whole world instead of just America. And then we are the SRF, which is a branch of NASA, which is dedicated specifically to colonizing a new planet that the people of Earth can live on after
ところで
global
他の船と
war.
は連絡がついたんですか。
The military is completely different. We barely even have
同じ
weapons.
惑
We have
星
like
上にいるはずのエレミ
guns,
アは
but in the sense that like
先ほどエレミアの
any
期待し
person who's going to a new planet should probably bring some kind of weapon just in
そうと決める
case.
のはまだ早い。
Like even if it's just to cut down a tree or like poke nails into things.
把握しなければならん。マーベリック君、君にエレミアの調査を頼みたい。
So yeah, we're trying to fight magic. We're trying to fight magic bugs with the equivalent of nail guns and X-Acto knives.
了解。エッジマーベリック、エレミア調査の任につきます。
あんな危険な命令、なんで簡単に受けちゃったの？しかも一人で行こうだなんて。
At least take me with you.
そんなのただ無謀なだけじゃない。
孤立している仲間を。
Is this going to be the type of RPG where our party members are all here but they refuse to join us at
じゃ、
first?
そろそろ行くよ。
Or is she going to insist on joining? There we go.
なんでレイミがついてくるんだよ。
私も行くからよ。
She already has her weapon equipped.
グラシュトン船長の許可は取ったわ。
なんだよそれ。自分で危険だって言っておいて。
だからついていくの。エッジは一人だと無茶するし。
そんなことはちょっとある。
I have been known to be a
絶
bit
対許さないって
stupid.
言ったでしょ。
けどさっきの虫と戦うことになったらどうすんのさ。
これさえあれば足手まといにはならないわ。
それで急所を狙うってわけか。
Remember,
そういや。
we are not
君は
allowed to
トップクラ
use
スだったよな。
weapons that are based off of
頼りにしてるよ。
electromagnetic technology. So Raimi has a bow, and we might get someone with like a flintlock pistol or a musket equivalent, but we don't get sci-fi guns. Like ranged weaponry can still work, it just needs to be something that the bugs can't immediately block. Which is a stupid justification, but that's the one we've got, goddammit, and we're gonna keep it. Ah, they finished cutting the thing down. How's it going, dude? Managed to clear out most of the debris. Of course, that includes the bodies as well. Still, that ought to explore a range a bit. You should be able to enter the forest now. Thank you. I'll be sure to do that. Oh, cutscenes again. Oh, it's just the bugs are here, and it's gonna show off Raimi's weapon.
どう？
言ったろ。頼りにしてるって。
I like these two. They like actually feel like friends. And they're not like antagonistic. So many JRPG like starter pair couples are fucking antagonistic. And they just hate each other.
よし、行くぞ。
平常心で戦えばなんとかなる。
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Starting out with a nice immediate challenge. Oh, I'm holding down a direction. I can't be doing that. Just walk over here. Ow. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. Oh, when you skip cutscenes, it gives you a little blurb that tells you what happened during the cutscene. That's actually really sweet. I like that. Big berries! Those are my favorite kind of berries. I'm hitting him from behind, so this is gonna be a preemptive attack. We don't have any big boys. I think I have a guard button, but I forgot to use it. Oh! Alright. Gotta be one of these. I was waiting for the typing to start. I'm stuck on a rock. I'm stuck on a fucking rock. And, the bugs are here. Okay. Not as bad as last time. I like the vertical juggle. Item. Wind gem. Delicious item. I don't know why I got destroyed so completely that first time. That seemed very strange. Do the vertical attack. I like that. I do not want to see anyone's ass. I will say, first actual, like, full criticism of this game, the camera is really disorienting. It makes it very difficult to tell where I actually am in relation to where I was going a moment ago. Because the camera will just swing around, and I won't be able to, like, tell if it's backwards or forwards or what. Oh, the bug was in rush mode. Okay. How do I use items? Items! There we go. I'm gonna use blueberries. Alright, I'm back. Are you supposed to be able to use items or anything like that in a fight, or is it just attacks and dodging? Yeah. I have not hit the button yet, as of that message being written. But yeah, you can use items. There's obviously going to be like skills later on that are usable. There we go. It's not letting me use backstabs for some reason, which is okay. I mean, I think we're probably gonna get that later, but it let me do it in the tutorial, which gives me the impression that I should be able to do it. Oh! My bonus board got porkin'. Okay, Cazador, you need to fuck off. It's like what happened last time. I can't use items for a hot second. I guess my question right now is where the fuck I'm supposed to be going? This area is huge. Move. Blueberries go. What do you think the spaceships use as fuel? The game probably just doesn't care, which is the answer you want. But the answer I like to give is nuclear power, because that's a sort of nice, clean, thematic resolution to the idea of like nukes and weapons of war in this game. Do 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 do. Okay. Yeah, my general policy is if the game doesn't care, then I probably shouldn't either. Because I'm never going to be satisfied otherwise. Ooh, big berries. Oh, and the blackberries give us MP, of course. I enjoy being dissatisfied. Well, rip to you, but I'm different. Preemptive attack. There's that aerial combo that seems to never work properly. Oh, it's supposed to be her putting away her bow. Oh, that's almost an improvement. I'm in a cave. I don't like being in the cave. I feel unsafe in the cave. What are you, buddy? There's a slime. This is doozy goozy. I'm scared. Ow. I can't hit knocked down enemies, which bothers me more than it should. We got Geralt information. Or Grell, or who cares? Ooh, free stuff. Iron. 203 full. Okay, so this crater must have been formed from some kind of massive impact. And those designs on the side look like some sort of lettering. Whatever it is, it's definitely artificial. Almost like there's gonna be, like, sentient life on this planet or something. That would be really fucked up if true. I keep holding down a direction when I'm not supposed to. Ooh. Yeah, this is already so much better than Shining Resonance. You have no fucking idea. It's comically improved. Yeah, it makes sense that Raimi would be a B-type. Alright, significant improvement to this game. Holding down the X button after doing a dash gives you just a run. I think that would be really nice. Oh, there's a fucking mini-map. Alright. That's my bad. I turned off the mini-map on accident when I wasn't paying attention. No wonder I'm lost. Oh, I think if I launch him and then I don't hold the direction anymore, that's how I do my mid-air juggle. That makes a lot more sense.
少しはみんなの役に立てるかな。
Yeah, mini-maps are good, but the ability to turn off stuff is so fucking nice. There's gotta be some weird item back here. Oh, you know it, baby. Give me those berries. Or iron. I like that they start off by giving you berries, implying that those pods are just, you know, berry pods for a plant. And then you open one up and there's money inside, and then you open up another and there's metal, and it's like, hold on a minute. These are just generic treasure chests. Oh, you motherfucker. Yes, okay. I now know how to do the mid-air combo. Excellent. Excellent gameplay. Also, I'm going to turn the game down a little bit, because it has once again become too loud. Diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle-doo. Wait, Raimi already has like skills and shit. What the fuck? I don't get those. Do I? Do I actually have skills and I just haven't been using them? Oh my god, I'm gonna be so bad if I do. Okay. Okay. No, it's fine. I'm not owned. I am, in fact, doing just fine. I'm being attacked by the bugs. I've been surprised. Oh no. They're really excited about these bugs being here. Oh, there's a lot of fucking bugs! Move. There we go. I'm not turning into a cosmocorn on the street, no. I'm pretty sure I was supposed to just like go find that hole and then report back to the captain. Okay, I do like the picture of Edge taking cringe damage in the lower left corner during when he's hurt really hard. He's just like, ah! He's like, how could I do this? How could I suck? How could I be owned and turn into a corn cob? Okay. God, the corn cob post is like so old now. Fermi, you mean Raimi. She's very firm. Raimi, hey, you're alright. You too, Jetter. Nice name. It's good to see you safe. Friend of yours? Yeah, we were in the same year at the academy. Yep, same classes too. By the way, you were always pretty good at harvesting, weren't you, Raimi? Mind taking a look at this here? Well, sure, but what for? Heh, trust me, you won't regret it. Vegetables. Vegetables. I found them all. So many vegetables. Edgelord and Remy from Hitfilm Ratatouille. It takes so fucking long to save, actually. Like, can I just say? The save, like, process is a fucking endeavor to get through. There's like 5 different text boxes that appear and then disappear. What am I supposed to be doing again? I guess I'm just supposed to like go out and explore more. But I've been doing that. I thought I was doing a very good job of exploring. Maybe there's more that I just didn't find. The vegetables are back. Aqua berries. I'm so proud. I'm guessing those are a successor to blueberries because they're aqua berries, which is silly. Or, oh, maybe there's more crap in the cave that I didn't see because the cave is the only place I can go. Also, oh shit. Oh, that none of this healed me. None of that healed me. Oh no. Oh, you can see the enemy's health in the upper left corner. That's actually nice. Edge is still dead. Oh, they cure poison. I see. I'm gonna go actually heal. Which I know is a thing I can do in the ship. Presumably later there will be ways to heal more effectively than going all the fucking way upstairs in the ship to go to bed. Good night. Aha! There is a way. Give me your blueberries. Oh.
いくらでもかかってこい。
ここが攻め時よね。
まだまだいくらでもかかってこい。
ここが攻め時よね。
まだまだいくらでもかかってこい。いいねこの感じ。よし行くぞ。
平常心で戦えばなんとかなるよね。
まだまだいくらでもか。
庄司庄司。平常心で戦え。
よし行くぞ。まだまだいくらでもかかってこい。
平常心で戦え。
よしまだまだいくらでもかかってこい。よし行くぞ。
平常心で戦えば。
There we go. I'm starting to get a bit better at
い
this.
くらでもかかってこい。いいねこの感じ。
Dodging attacks.
平常心で戦えば。
よしまだまだいくらでもかかってこい。
少しはみんなの役に立てるかな。
Oh shit, this cave is actually fucking huge. I was like, oh, there's a tiny little cave here with a single interactable in it. That must be what I need to interact with. Meanwhile, there's an entire other, like, 5 tents. There's an entire rest of the cave. Did you laugh at? Just because I can't fractions my fractions doesn't mean I'm not smart. Let's be reasonable. Maybe like 30% of my actual charm is being not very smart sometimes. If nothing else, I want people to join these streams for the sole purpose of listening to me try to say something really, really hard and fail miserably. That's my streamer appeal. Oh, yes. Oh, the aerial combo ended. Oh. I was so ready to do a double juggle. Fucking nice aerial happy birthday bullshit. Oh, there's another fucking enemy. Nice fucking job, Raimi. Damn. Biddle-a-biddle-a-biddle-a-biddle-a-biddle-a-biddle. Let's see where this goes. Ooh, big boy! Large lad. But I got some mineral water. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him and I'm gonna beat him up. He's just where the other boys are, so like, he shouldn't be too... Oh my god! Move. Skedaddle. Ravi, I'm sorry. I'm trying to help. I need some blueberries right fucking now. Oh shit, he's in rush mode too. Oh. I was all excited to fight him, and then I just like bapped him once. There's a save point all the way out here. So that's fun, I guess. Okay. So we have a map. There's nothing this way, which means I should go this way. That's what I see. I see the map being like there's nothing over here, and therefore there are probably items or something. Or there could just be actually nothing. Alright, it's official. There's actually just nothing over here.
まだまだいく
少しはみんなの役に立てるかな。
Okay, let's see what's in the actual direction I'm supposed to go. Looks like I can go to the west for an interaction. There's a lot of birds yelling at me. Bella, 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 bam.
ここが攻め時よね。
行くぞチャンスだ
Wait, I do have a special attack. What the fuck? Oh, that is some horse shit. I could have been using this the whole fucking time. I was like, what if I just hit the button that's supposed to do one of my special moves? Even if I don't have anything equipped. And the answer is, I do have something equipped. Oh, I can just change the character's name. His name is Edge Maverick. Edge Maverick. The most powerful boy. And Raimi Sayonji. Yeah, how do I, like, equip stuff? Sniper Bangle. Improves its wearer's concentration. Oh, I need to give that to Raimi. Smithery? I have no symbols, but I do have Rising Blade. Oh. I increased it. Next 12. Press A to use character SP. Oh, everyone gets skill points. Gotcha. And we'll give you cooking, harvesting. We'll upgrade Sonic Thorn as well. Okay, nice. I can't save all the time, but I can always load. Got it. I mean, like, obviously, but like that just sort of makes sense to me, but sometimes games don't even let you load, and it's sad. Ah, there's a crab! Crab. Even this planet is not immune to crabification. Raimi, are you doing okay back there? Kong 2005. Ooh, what the fuck is this? Oh, is this like a Healy save point? Surely it must be, because I just healed. Alright. We got a Healy. We jumped off a cliff. Now we're on the coast. Crab? Crab! I am going to kill this crab. But first I want to kill this thing. Oh, it has like an eyeball on it. What a cool crab. A good crab. A reasonable crab. 7 out of 10. There mayhaps be stranger or more powerful crabs in the future, but I like this crab. Okay, Edge really needs to learn how to target things more directly. I was hitting the block button instead of the attack button. Whoops. We got blueberries. We are gaining a lot of levels for this being